Good evening, guys. Thank you for listening to my presentation online tonight. Going to get right underway. I've had some problems with this, so I'm hoping it works this time. I did my research on smartboards, document cameras, and clickers, and just look at their educational effectiveness in the classroom. So first off, we'll start talking about the technology itself. Smartboards, first of all. Um, The first interactive smartboard was created in 1991. I was interested to learn that. It's been around quite a while, longer than I thought it has, and it's been used by over 2 million, I'm sorry, over 2 million are being used by over 40 million students and teachers around the world. Average cost for a smartboard looking at $2,000 to $4,000. Document cameras, many different manufacturers. I decided to stick with Smart Technologies, as they also create document cameras and clickers, so I'll be looking at the clickers next. But a document camera, probably all pretty familiar with them as well. Kind of a show and tell type of tool. Whatever you want to put up on the screen, just place it on the tray and it's projected up there for you. Cost for these, base is about $300, anywhere on up from there. Most expensive probably running anywhere $1,000 to $1,500. Clicker systems, finally, also provided by Smart Technologies, and they're an interactive response software. We're all familiar with them as well. Most clicker systems that you buy are only good for multiple choice or true and false questions. And their cost, again, is roughly $300 for a set of 24. They normally come in sets of 24. At $300, you're looking at a pretty low price of $12.50 per clicker. Again, you can get more expensive, more capable clickers for a higher price. So the effectiveness of each of these smartboard, they offer a wide variety of capabilities and possibilities for education. However, the effectiveness is very dependent upon the teacher. I found a lot of places that reinforce this, and I've had personal experiences where teachers simply use a smartboard as a projector screen. And it may require proper training to get the main capabilities, I guess, used for the smartboard. It's not really being used to its greatest potential if the teachers are not trained for it. Next, the document camera. I found these were very easy to use. Could not really find much research backing up their effectiveness for the classroom. The most useful situation that I could come up with was that it'd be great for a situation where you want to display something that you don't want to copy for the entire class. Again, kind of a show and tell type of thing. If you have something breakable you don't want to pass around the classroom, just throw it on that tray and it can be shown up on the screen. However, these can be easily forgotten, and I don't think they're essential for the classrooms. Got along just fine without them, and I don't think it really adds or takes away too much. Clicker systems, I think these are on their way out due to bring your own device policies and services like Socrative. But students really kind of really enjoy these, I guess, from what I've seen through this research for the presentation. Teachers can use them very effectively in getting immediate responses from students through lectures or presentations, activities. Just toss a question up there asking, are you with me or not? Yes, no. A quick multiple choice question about what you just covered to see if who's following you, who's really getting the meaning of what you're teaching. But again, I think Socrative is on its way to replacing these systems, as we saw that you could use them for open-ended responses as well as just true, false, and multiple choice questions. So what are some downfalls of some of these technologies? We'll take a look at, first of all, cost effectiveness. Most of these are very expensive. Are they worth the initial investment? Are they sustainable? And what will it cost to maintain these systems in the long run? The good news is most of what I could find indicates that you're looking at an initial investment, but not too much after that. There really isn't much cost to maintain these systems. The clicker systems are going to be the most viable to break or malfunction. Smart boards, you're going to need to run software updates and different things like that, but most of those things are included. Also, you're kind of going to get some kind of warranty plan covering a lot of things for the first couple of years, probably. However, there do need to be some sort of rule in place when dealing with these technologies for students, because they are very expensive and you don't want to be careless with them. So I believe they are very cost efficient. I believe they're successful due to the current data that I have found. There was an educational researcher by the name of Marzano. I can't remember his first name, but he conducted a study of 85 educators and split them into two different groups. So 85 teachers in two different groups. One group used smartboards and instant clicking technology, and the other group did not. And they found that the group that used the technology saw an immediate increase of 17% in test scores over the group that did not. Furthermore, if the teacher was given 20 to 30 months of time and training to kind of really hone in their skills with these technologies, scores averaged 20% increase. And the highest increase was after a teacher had been trained and been allowed to practice and use the technology for 2 years at a 75% rate. So if they're using this technology 3 out of 4 days for over 2 years, it indicated an increase of 29% in test scores. So I think the data is there that these are cost effective when looking at the results of test scores. And I believe this is accurate information because a lot of what I found with this research and reviews from districts and schools and teachers added up with what companies were saying as well. But the bottom line, I have it there at the bottom, technology must be combined with good teaching. You can't just throw these materials into a classroom and expect scores to go up. You really have to spend time training teachers. Teachers need to spend time and be invested in it. They need to believe that these technologies can make a difference. They need to get good at learning how to use them and using them in the proper way in order to better education. So that's my conclusion. Again, I think these are great technologies in and of themselves, but without good teaching, they're useless. Here are my references. And again, thank you guys for listening. I hope you enjoy the rest of your class together. Hopefully I will see you in class, future classes together. Have a good night.